Hey, it's Les from Comfortable Shoes Studio, and this is another episode of Art Making. In this one, I'm going to go over a few of the faces from my 100 Heads Challenge project.
So I'm starting out here with making some blobs with markers, which is something I've never done in my journal. So I'm using the Bic brush markers. I think they're Bic Intensity, and they're getting a little dry. I've used them quite a bit, and I've really used the heck out of them. So what I've done is I've made a couple of light skin tones and darker skin tones. Then I'm going over them with, my usual bright, vibrant colors to create highlights and shadows on the blobs of light and dark skin tones. So I'm just going over it with some yellow, orange, pink, and some blue. I think I also use purple here. And it's the same Bic Intensity marker, the brush markers. Yeah, I'm just moving around the face with the blue, adding in shadows. And for these faces, I am envisioning the light coming from sort of the left-hand side of this page. So the sort of right-hand side of each face would be in shadow. So that changes around the eyeballs. So all of the faces are from Earth's World on Instagram in this particular case. So on top of these, um, I'm using the same Jinhao 82 pocket pen with a Fude nib. So one of the things I immediately noticed as I was working on this is that the ink on top of the brush marker just really spread out, more so than any other media I've used this ink on. So it is the Rohr and Klinger um, sketching ink, the Latte Black. So it is waterproof once dry. And I've never had a problem with this ink spreading on top of watercolor, gouache, or any other stuff that I've put onto the paper and then drawn on top of. But for whatever reason, the Bic Intensity markers really caused this ink to spread out and soak through. There's a lot of problems with soaking through on the reverse side of this page. So yeah, I'm working pretty quickly here. I'm trying to take about 10 minutes per face, no more, and just kind of work quick and only use the one color. So the total elapsed time of making the blobs and all of these images within the 10 minutes of this video was a little over an hour. And there was also some space, some time between the time when I made the blobs themselves and the actual drawing. So I know that the ink was 100% dry. There are a couple of spots where I did hit it with a heat gun to dry things out even more as I was working because I wanted to put some more ink over the top of some of the image. And that helped a lot. And so I do that a lot more now with my drawings. Um, so I'm also, because these blobs are pre-prepared and I don't know what faces I'm going to do on them, and I made the blobs as if the face was straightforward. I decided to just kind of ignore the blob and make the face fit it as much as I could. But largely in this face, you can see that I'm pretty much ignoring it. This guy's face is a lot wider than this blob is. And this comes into play later in the drawings as well. So, like I said, working pretty fast and loose here. I'm really enjoying this style of kind of realistic base color for skin tone, and then the really bright, vibrant poppy colors on the face for the shadow and light. I'm really digging that. So definitely gonna have to try that again, but with watercolors. As like I said, these Bic Intensity markers, I've pretty much used them up, um, which is disappointing because I I have used them a lot though. I was gonna say that I haven't used them that much, but I've used them way more than what you see in these videos. So yeah, so they've lasted pretty well. So one of the things that I've noticed at this point in the 100 Heads challenge is that I've definitely developed a style of capturing the faces, particularly when I'm working this quickly. I am, using minimal lines to capture the faces. I'm working on texture in the hair, using a minimal amount of lines for the hair to capture sort of the essence of each face. So, this guy has epic hair, and I kind of took it to the next level, drawing way more hair on the drawing than he actually had. But his hair was epic and needed to be emphasized, in my opinion. So I'm also really enjoying this Fude nib. I picked it up off of AliExpress as a replacement for the Fude nib that I attempted to alter that came with this Jinhao, and damage beyond repair. I could not get the tines back together. So anyway, the replacement nib, I think it's a Hongdian. Um, it works really well with this Jinhao. The feed just really keeps up with it. And I think that's because the pen was made to work with the Fude nib. So yeah, really enjoying this, and really enjoying the forcing myself to work faster and looser than I usually do. So each of the, like I said, each of these drawings took about 10 minutes ish. Some a little less, some a little more. Um, like they just, like I said, the whole session took about an hour. There are 6 faces here. Um, I slowed this one down a little bit so it's a little slower than the rest of them so you can really see the process better of how I'm drawing the face. Um, it's been a good challenge. I'm surprised that I've kept with it. I don't usually do well with challenges like this. I usually flunk out after a couple of days, but I've been drawing portraits anyway. It's interesting. I think if I had just counted all of the portraits that I'd already done off of Earth's World, I'd probably done well over 100 already. So the sort of forcing myself to concentrate on them and do smaller portraits has been very helpful because all of my portraits before were the full size of the page. And there's something about working a little looser and smaller that I've been really enjoying. And I think is really helpful at learning how to capture a face quickly. I not that I think I'm gonna, go out in public and draw anyone like this. But I think at this point, like I could draw someone um in just a few minutes if I really wanted to. So yeah, like I said, I'm really enjoying this. Enjoying forcing myself to draw a lot of different people. I know I've raved about Earth's World's portraits before, and a couple of the other places that I've used as well are just fantastic. So anyway, I just want to take a moment and say thank you for being here. I really appreciate everyone hitting the comments and the likes and participating in that way. It's really motivates me to make more videos every time I get comments and thumbs up. I really enjoy that. So thank you for being here. Thanks for participating. If you really like what I do, hit that subscription button, hit the thumbs up. And if you really, like I said, if you really like what I do, head over to my Ko-fi page. It's ko-fi.com/Harper, and follow me there. I write a lot of public posts as well as posts specifically for people who support me through Ko-fi. And yeah, I write a lot about art and creativity, and the impact of art and creativity on my life in a positive way. So anyway, thanks for being here. I appreciate you. And I'll see you next time. Thanks and bye.